My F26 brother Antonio, M28, is marrying someone who made my life hell for north of 8 years. It started when we were 11 and heading into middle school, and lasted through our first year of college. Anais, F26, bullied me incessantly with pretty much every typical mean girl trick in the book. She would put gum in my hair, she would fart near me, and tell the popular boys I did it. One time, in gym class, she pantsed me during the rope climbing unit, exposing my butt to the entire class. In high school, she hit me with a car in the student parking lot, and somehow convinced administration I ran over myself. Typical childish stuff. To get away from Anais, I applied to an elite HBCU with a 4% acceptance rate on the other side of the country. She somehow got in, despite being a white girl with a 2.4 GPA, and the bullying only got worse. She convinced the university housing residents to pair us as roommates over my vocal objections, and her pranks escalated. She super glued my ass cheeks together in my sleep. She replaced my shampoo and conditioner with hydrochloride acid, causing irreparable damage to my face, including permanent scarring and partial blindness. One night, she roofied me and successfully staged it so that it seemed I was engaging in autoerotic asphyxiation. She then invited over the entire freshman class to point and laugh at me as I sat there, bottomless with a plastic bag tied around my head. I finally went to administration, and though the dean said it was a hilarious prank, he sided with me after I threatened civil litigation and expelled her. Anyhow, when I found out Antonio was dating Anais, I had no desire to give her a second chance. He claimed she had changed, but she never once tried to apologize to me. My parents think she is an amazing girl, despite the fact they know what she did to me for 8 years. When Antonio announced he was engaged, seeing how elated my parents were convinced me to go extremely low contact, and I don't regret it. Despite all this trauma, I have overcome. I am incredibly wealthy, have fantastic connections to wedding caterers and venue owners throughout the city, and am very busty. Anais has her heart on a specific caterer, who makes fantastic baba ganoush, but this caterer happens to be my friend, Solomon Pastiche, M47, and with one word, I can convince him to turn down the job. Antonio knows this and has been begging me not to reach out to Solomon Pastiche. My parents are beside themselves, telling me not to contact Solomon Pastiche and get him to pull the plug on Anais' wedding baba ganoush. But when I remember the time she inserted laxatives into my medicinal eye drops, I really have the urge to ping Solomon Pastiche and steer him away from the job.